Welcome back everyone. Today I have another video and today we have Dragon. I wanted to check this deck because it's actually a very decent leader. It's very aggressive, very strong, very it really just gets in there and just keeps attacking for 7-7-7-7. It pressures the opponent very aggressively, and then you're able to close the game very quickly with like something like killer, or because it becomes a 7k very quickly. So it becomes with the leader, you attack with this guy for 9 pretty much, almost guaranteed. And then you have your Zoros, you have your Dragon, which is an extremely good card. Being able to play it on this deck wants to go second, I think I found out, and because he wants to go second, this Dragon is just extremely insane going second, because you play it on curve, attack for 9. You basically just clear the opponent's board if that's what you want to do, or you can just pressure the opponent's leader, put him to 1-2, and then immediately be extremely ahead. So what's the gist of the deck, or what you're trying to do is be going second. You want to find a Sanji or a Dadan. Both of them are really good. Maybe I could up the number of the Dans. I don't need too many. Chaka was fine, but maybe Chaka you could be trimming down, or you can also play Karasu, because it allows you to play Karasu, attack with the leader and they have to give you a 2k, and that's why I have 4 Karasus here, because it just helps to have that one going second. You just play it, you have a creature there. Next turn you attack for 7 basically, so you take 2 damage almost guarantee every time, and then you can play a rusher. You can play another 4-drop like a killer. If you're playing against a 4-life leader, that's 7-7-7. There's a lot of value for that, right? And if the opponent attack you, you have at least a huge hand. So sometimes you probably shouldn't, if you're going first against this leader, you probably shouldn't even attack it, because it just gives them more time, more cards, so they can attack you very well. But then if they have full life, then the dragons are more impactful, they're more damaging. So it's a really hard deck to play around, of course. We also have Chaka, because it works with the leader. You can just give it 1 Dawn, then you give it 2 to the leader, and then you move the Dawn to something else. So it's a really synergistic card with the leader, so it's worth to play it at least. I played the Namis because it's just nice to have that extra freedom that you can attach to anything, and you can also pump it with Makino, and you can also search it with a Van. So it's a really decent card to have in the deck for that reason. I played the 2 Luffys because you want to have some unblockable in the deck, because that's gonna be the death of you if you don't have any answers for that. You cannot really play Diablo Jumbo, because that's just better if you have your leader is a Straw Hat. If your leader is not a Straw Hat, then it's not as good, because you're not guaranteed to have a Straw Hat on board. And of course the Radical Beams, because they're really strong, especially if you go to 2. And I'm sorry about that. And then we have the Gatling gun, because it just pumps all the winnies on the board, or if you're trying to make a big push, you just get to do it, because this card is just really obnoxious that way. It's a very simple deck. It doesn't have anything really out of the ordinary. I think the Rush version, like this version, is more is better probably for this deck. I tried something with the Revolutionary Army, like a more heavy package there, and it wasn't as good. What I could try that I did like was the 1-drop of the Revolutionary Army, because it searches for Dragon. So that's another way. Maybe you do a combination of both decks. Instead of playing Nami, you play that one, and then you have access to Dragon more consistently. The problem is that the Revolutionary Armies that you get, they're not that impactful, and you just don't search for like impactful threats with that 1-drop. So that's the downside of playing that one. But still think either version could do very well. I think Otama is fine, of course, because it's searchable, and the deck is pretty much self-explanatory at that point. I do think it's a decent deck, and let's go see some gameplay. And a huge thanks to Card Market for sponsoring this video. Okay, so we're gonna go against Gecko Moria. This hand is good. We're going first, which is actually pretty nice. No, actually, we want to go second against black decks. So it's not actually the best, but we do have some cards that replace themselves, so it's gonna be close, I guess. We did get the Luffy, so we have the defense versus the unblockable. And then let's get the 1-drop, because that will allow us to keep pushing. And the best that he can do is like a Rob Lucy, and yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't mind. I don't think he can do the Rob Lucy, but yeah, no, he can, because he did brand new. But even if he does Rob Lucy, it's not the biggest deal here. I can just attack him for like 8-5 next turn anyway, so it doesn't matter. Since he didn't play anything, so then we can be a little bit maybe we play another Dadan, try to keep getting some more value here. We got another Nami, which is actually pretty nice. I think I'll choose the Nami, not that one, the one that gives you undone, because it allows me to push like for 7-7 this turn, and I kind of like that. And he still needs to answer these Namis, so I kind of like that. Allow me to just put him to 3 life, and then we will find the win from there, right? Attach 2, attack for 7-7, and then we'll see what happens then the following turns, of course. He attacked for 3. Now the issue is gonna be that he's probably gonna try to counter race me if my opponent knows what he's doing. He's gonna try to just counter race me, because there's just no other way to do it. Of course, he has to answer some of these cards. Playing a Rebecca into Brook probably would be like really good in this turn, because he's a blocker, and it will play something that deals with the Namis and does something else, right? Attacks for 6. He doesn't use the leader ability. I think I'll take this one. If he attacks with the Kusan, I have to defend that one, but oh no, he does use the ability, so he wants me to discard a card. Sure, that's not the biggest deal. Another Nami, could be redundant here, but I mean, he has a Brook, but now that he has a Brook, it makes him less likely to want to play another 1-drop. I do have to play Rushers this turn, so what I can do is maybe 7-7-6. Hold on, I'm gonna need the Dawn anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna attack 7, see if he blocks. He also should have attacked with Kusan, because I'm not gonna attack Kusan. So he missed on an attack here, which could be crucial, to be honest. Then attack for 7. Maybe I should have attacked for 5 first here. For 6, honestly. 6. But if he blocks out of both, it's really bad for me, because I'm running out of attackers, and he already filled out his board with creatures. So my attacks have to be meaningful, honestly. So attacking for 7 is probably better. And then we do get to transfer some down, and wait, did I not transfer the Dawn? Oh, I'm a dumbass. Oh no, yeah, I did transfer the Dawn to the from Dragon to Zoro. I'm sorry. No, I did do that. So yeah, we were playing correctly here. Here he attacks my cards, which is fine, and then attacks my leader. I do have to combo out of that one, because it's gonna be a problem. And then let's see what my opponent does. He realizes that I'm not gonna bother with his board, so he's gonna have to think about measuring, so he doesn't just die next turn, which could definitely happen if I have a Nami, a Rusher, and Dragon. It can definitely happen, so he has to either remove this Nami or find a way. Now I would like to use the Nami attack this turn. I probably have to. I took that damage, but probably comboing out of that one was correct too, but it's fine. He's probably gonna remove the Nami anyway. So I have to, if that's the case, I have to find a 2-turn clock. The best 2-turn clock that I can find here would be something like Eustace Kid, attack for big number, attack with big number with Dragon, put him to 0, and if he puts too many blockers, I attack with Luffy for a lot, and if he doesn't put enough blockers, I can just attack for game, of course. I'm forcing the blockers here, of course, in either scenario. Or I force him to attempt to go for game, and I could try to out-combo out of that. We discard the Nami either way, and he didn't go for my Nami, so if I had one of the events, I would have gone in for that, but he took that damage, so it means that I can attack for 9 here. No, what are you doing? I wouldn't have given it to, yeah. Attack for 9, and then I have to survive one more turn, and then we'll see what happens, of course. Now, if I were my opponent, I don't... Here, I think you just have to go for game, right? But I do have enough counters here, I think, to survive by going for game. So... I mean, it depends if he has enough counters in hand. Attacking for 7, I will take that one every time. Attacking for 5, I definitely will combo out of that one. Yeah, the 5 attacks, I will definitely just block out of those. He attacks for 7, KOs my Kid Killer. I'll take that one because I know I cannot combo the Gecko Moria, so it's no longer an issue for me. So he either plays a blocker here or attempts to go all in with Gecko Moria. I think the blocker was the better option for him because I mean, I was 1 up and just needed a 1k, a 2k. If he plays a Nami, he goes to... Let me see, 5, 9, 10, 11. On my turn, I attack with Dragon for 7, he blocks. And then I attack with Luffy 4, 5, 11. Okay, so he would have still die his turn, right? Because they go 5 plus 5, 11, and he will only have 11 in his hand, right? 4 plus 2 will be 11, yeah. So I would have been able to win the game regardless. So yeah, I mean, and if I draw I had a killer, which would have been even more damage now, because he would block out of the dragon, and then if he blocks out of the dragon, then I have the Luffy. Yeah, I just have checkmate on my hand at the moment, actually. If he blocks out of the dragon, then I can just go for more on the Luffy. I mean, I can go for more damage on the killer, and if he the other way around, then he has less combo to combo out of my Luffy. So it wasn't a way for him to survive. He had to go for game there. Okay, and we're playing against Reiju, which I don't know if they got any new cards. I guess Sanji is the new card out of this new set. I guess it works for them because they're gonna be minus in effect cards. I can see that. But I don't think this deck is gonna do much because Law is a deck, and Law kind of just destroys this deck completely. So yeah, it's an uphill battle to play Reiju in this format. But against other decks, I think Reiju is a very, very real deck. So no reason not to see the gameplay, of course. We are going first, and I think we whiffed. No, we got a Sanji out of the first attack, and I'm gonna try to be aggressive, honestly. And I took the life because I know the next turn he could play the Reiju, and that way he kills my Sanji. So I might as well just try to get the value right now. And since I'm gonna attack with Nami and all of that, might as well just get the value this way, right? Now he didn't play anything early on, that's why I'm being so bold and aggressive. This turn he's gonna play the Neji, but he only has 3 cards in hand, so this turn I might be able to just put him down to 2 if I want to play the Rusher, although I don't, unless I draw like a Zoro or something like that. A Zoro would be a nice draw, so I can put him to 2, and then from 2 to 0 it's a lot easier for 4 life leaders. Luffy is not a bad one, but maybe later on when I can push for more damage. In the meantime, I'm definitely just gonna play the Crow here and attack for 6, because I know I can push at least 1 damage. And next turn, if he doesn't deal with the Kamaru, I think is his name, then he's gonna be in a tough spot. So, and I don't see another Reiju, so he can deal with them. So definitely a good turn is coming up for me, of course. Now, should my opponent start attack? I think, yeah, the best thing that the opponent can do is try to raise me. Like playing the 7 drop will be really good here. Attack for 3 times, put me low, and then try to catch me without enough defense would be like the best shot. Also, drawing cards is not bad also, so yeah, I mean, that's also a reliable play. The A drop, I think it's gonna be probably too slow for this matchup. Unless I'm going second and I can play it on curve, it's probably just gonna end up being too slow. And then attack for 7. He took the first 7. That's not that great for him, I don't think, but I'm gonna attack for 7 into a 4. I think that's the better number here. He kind of has to combo out of this one, honestly, or else I'm gonna put him to 0 then. Oh, well, he has to combo out of this one now. I guess this one is easier to combo now. It's still 7, but he doesn't have 2Ks, it seems like, so he's gonna have to give us a lot of cards here. And he's already at 1, not really the place where you want to be, and I can defend my cards too by battle, so he has to actually remove them. Not the easiest thing to do. However, he does have a Reiju set up, so he can draw another 2 cards, and he's gonna play this guy, so he could definitely kind of get there. He's gonna minus probably the Crow and attack me. Definitely gonna just let that one die. Now, can I save this killer? Actually cannot, but I'm gonna try to save him, which is a mistake. I mean, I have to defend my leader. I might as well just defend the kid and killer, right? In case my opponent makes a mistake and maybe doesn't destroy it. I unfortunately don't have enough combo to defend it, because I will definitely would do it, but it's fine. I still think I should be able to win next turn. Maybe. I mean, he only has 4 cards in hand. Oh, he didn't use the Rages. Maybe that was a mistake on his end, honestly. I could also just play an A drop here, but I don't have too much counters, so it would be really risky too on my end. I'm gonna attack for 8, see what he does, and then based on that I can do something else. He takes that one, so I'm going for it. This will be 4 plus 3, and he gets that buff, plus 2, and that would have been enough. He was full of bricks in the hand. He's playing the new Foxy engine in the deck. Interesting. I mean, it does minus, and then you get to search for choppers and maybe 2Ks. I don't know if it's worth it. You already have a bunch of bricks and she doesn't have any counter, so maybe it isn't. I don't know. Might not be good enough, but interesting that they're trying something new. Definitely me being this aggressive will be a hinder to those cards that don't have any counter, of course. All right, we're gonna play against Bunny. This is definitely not the matchup that we wanna see, but going second does help a lot, and having a dragon. Those are the 2 cards that I would mulligan for. A dragon and going second. That's just very important to be able to catch up to the A drop, because the bigger problem here is gonna be the A drop, the kid. I attack before playing the 4 drop, because I did want him to combo out of the first attack. That would have given me a better chance at removing his board and doing all of that, but he didn't fall for it. He just took the damage, and yeah, I mean, that's fine. I will attack just for 5. I don't want to push damage, and he's gonna tap my guys anyway, so it just doesn't matter. Here I will play the Dan. Honestly, if I were my opponent, maybe don't even attack the first few turns. and that will give him the best chances. But I mean, he did attack, and I will get the Otama here so I can I'm sorry, I spaced out. So I can have an answer on the ready for the A drop. Now this turn he's probably gonna. The problem is if he plays the Hawkins, then he has a blocker. He has the 5 drop, and he's in a decent spot for sure. Being able to remove this one here, most likely, but yeah, just nothing that you can do really. And then attacking for 6, I can defend this one at least. Now I'm looking to destroy this Cavendish, because the Cavendish does offer a lot of value, so I do have to get rid of that. Fortunately for me, I do have Dragon this turn, and that allows me to pretty much deal with his board. I mean, unless he wants to sacrifice the 2 drop, which he could, but I think he want to save that one for the 8 drop if I'm being honest here. He taps my guy, which he probably should have not. He probably should have tapped my dragon, honestly, because then I can only attack for like 5. I guess I can attack for a bigger number, but I wouldn't be able to do like double 5 here. Like, he gave me 2 cards here for no reason. So I think the better tap here was the leader, because this allowed me to attack 3 times, which gave me a little bit of an advantage here. I mean, another 2 times, which is give me more cards, which really good for me at the moment. Now he attacks for 5, and he's at 9 done, so let's see what he plays. He plays another Hawkins, which is not great for us, and he will attack with this one, making it really difficult for me to actually just put more pressure here. That means that I'm gonna have to probably play some rushers. I think I'm gonna have to catch in the Otama, however. I think he's gonna give me the blocker here, probably the 2-drop blocker. Yeah, he will give me that one, because having a 7k blocker is much better, of course. And I think I have to use the 1 Otama here to deal with this one, because if I don't do that, then I won't be able to develop 2 bodies, and I definitely do want to develop the 2 bodies desperately. Can attack for 7 here. He probably takes it. Yeah, he did take it. And then let's see what he comes up with here. Is it time for the 8 drop? Is it time for it will seem like he's gonna play the 10 drop, which leaves me in a really bad position here, because he's gonna lock all my cards. So maybe I shouldn't have actually comboed that one. You should have just let it die, because that gives me less options to defend next turn. Like, I should have just kept the because I don't think he attacks with the 7 drop if that happens. I guess I'm able to attack it back, see if he dies. Okay, so we're not in a terrible spot at the moment. Then we're able to attack for 7 here. So actually it kind of worked out for us in this moment, at this moment. So I guess that was the better play in the end, because he forced him to tap that guy, and then we were able to answer it. He does combo 2 cards to still be at 2 life. That is concerning a little bit, because I don't know what he's trying to do. I will have to keep pushing to keep as much pressure as possible. If he has another 10 drop, that would be really bad. So I do have to keep as many cards as possible in my board. And he freezes the 3 attackers, of course. That's what he needs to do. And I'm left in a really difficult position here, because I have 2 options. Trying to put him to 0, which I can definitely do this turn, and then have the Luffy for like, if he has another blocker, I can just push through the blockers and then go for game. He doesn't really go for game with those 3 cards. The problem is, in any scenario that I go for, like if I attack with everything at his Flamingo, destroy the Flamingo, and he plays an 8 drop, I'm in a really bad spot too. If I put him to 0 and he plays an 8 drop Flamingo, an 8 drop Kid, I'm in a really bad spot as well. So I figure I probably lose to an 8 drop anyway. So my best shot at winning this game will be put him to 0 if he plays a blocker, and I push through with the Luffy. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna attack for 10. I mean, whatever number this is. I think attack for 10 or 9. Yeah, 9, and then 10 with the Otama. So I can put him to 0, and then this way I have one shot at winning this game. Again, this is a difficult matchup for the deck, so this is like the best option that you can master. This is what you have to go for, of course. He did have every card that he needed on curve, so we're just trying to give ourselves the best shot at winning. He goes for 5 here. I'm gonna defend it, because what else am I gonna do? If he plays another 10 drop, then sure, I mean, whatever, doesn't matter, because we have the Luffy. I guess I could have saved that one in case, but if I lose my board, it's about the same for this guy. So yeah, I mean, here I'm gonna play the Luffy, and I still have a shot if I'm able to KO this guy, this A drop with the Luffy. Like if he doesn't have enough combo, then I can KO the blocker with my Zoro, and then attack the leader, and then we'll try to find a win the following turn. So because he still won't be able to go for game. However, he was able to out combo my leader, and that's enough. That's enough. I cannot survive next turn either. So that's it. This is the end of the game. He can just play it slow, attack my cards and attack my leader, put me to 0, and then I won't have enough juice to be able to push through. I have used all the resources that I have in this turn. So yeah, I mean, it came down to one card. I think he didn't have any more counters, so he came down to a 1k basically. So if I wouldn't be able to deal with this, then he has a blocker, and if I get another Luffy, then maybe if I hit a dragon, if I hit something. Right, and we have Arlong as one of our opponents. I don't know if Arlong got anything new. Maybe in the Egghead, there's a couple of 4 drops I guess that you can play, but oh, they might be 6Ks. Okay, they're probably not that bad to play on this deck, I think. If that's the case, I don't remember exactly. Have to go back and recheck this deck. In our end, we're going first, and we have a good opening. We have a Nami to Sanji, pretty decent, of course. This way we can be aggressive and take some life here and start applying some pressure with Killer. Probably good enough. This is an annoying card. Might be able to stifle the leader. Oh, he opted not to discard for that one. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Wait, no, he did. Or he didn't. I'm not entirely sure. Oh no, he blocked lesser. No, he didn't lock my leader. Which, okay. I mean, I wouldn't have done it that way, but it's fine. I will attack for 5. He blocks. Good block, because the pain is coming this turn. 7, and then I transfer to Luffy, and then attack for 8. Since I'm gonna try to raise him here, although him hitting 2 triggers out of life, it's not ideal for me for sure. I think I mean, I can still raise him. It's just gonna be a little bit more difficult because he does have 3 creatures on board, so but he's a 4 life leader, so it's gonna be easier, and he only has 4 cards in hand, so we might be able to raise him easier here. I cannot defend this Luffy, not with that many attacks for 6, so pretty much I have to use my board as just blockers, and yeah, again, I'm just gonna try to raise him. That's the best play that I can do. He probably will develop something else, and maybe he tries to go for game next turn. I do have a Nami that could be an attacker with the Otamas and the 2 cost event. So we're not, again, out of this one. He plays a 2k counter. I mean, that's risky. That's very risky because he doesn't have that much defense. But he's either planning to kill me next turn, which, I mean, more power to you. I'm attacking for 7. He left himself wide open, so He's gonna block, and I'm gonna play the killer, which is attacking for 9 now. So he has 2 options, and now I'm gonna defend my board if possible. So he has 2 options here. He plays another Hatchman. So he either clears my board and then he won't be able to go for game this turn, or he attempts to go for game, but he does also need to clear the Nami. He's at 8 done, so there is no Yamato that he can play. Maybe he can play the 8 drop, but I don't think he could. He plays that one on this deck, to be honest. So I'll take the 7 because I want to defend my killer kid more than anything. And if he attempts to go for game, I do have enough counters to deflect that going for game. So depends on what he does here. Attacks for 7. I'll take both the 7s because I know I cannot combo like an all-in with the leader. So he'll probably just do like 5-5 and then attack the rest with the leader, which is not enough still. He attacked for 9. That 9 was a bad attack, honestly, because now he doesn't have enough done to deal me any damage here. Best he can do is like 5-5-7, and that's just not even good enough. He does have this style, so he could actually maybe gotten me. Let me see. If he goes attack for 4, 9, 10, 11, 12 would be 12. No, I still have 12 to combo out of that attack. So there was no way for him to actually go for game efficiently. So best thing that he could have done is clear my board and trying to survive one more turn. Although I did have a rusher and I did have all right, so for the final rating on this deck, I will give it a 4.5. I think it just lives in the edge. If you're able to get there, it's really fine. If you're not, then I mean sometimes it can't be that it's not that good. But yeah, I mean it is extremely aggressive, and it will get there if your opponent is not prepared or they don't know how to play against it. But sometimes if they have too much removal, if they have the right answers, if you draw too many non-counterbles, counterbles to non-counterbles ratio, sometimes it could be really bad. If you don't see your dragons going second, I mean in the right moment, it could be bad. You want to see at least one usually. So I mean there's a lot of things to the deck, and it could be really high ceiling or it could be like mediocre depending on what happens in the game, of course. But with that being said, thank you all for watching and have a good day.